guess how are you feeling heading into this week's game?
Yeah, not too bad. Just obviously disappointing after the weekend's game, and we've reviewed it, and we'll work on the things you have to work on and move forward into this weekend.
What are those things that you're thinking of?
Obviously, turnover was pretty bad for us against the Hurricanes, and the breakdown and that sort of area of the game and the urgency lacking there. So we know the Rebels will come big at our breakdown. They always have that big presence around their game. So we'll have to be good in that area.
Well, you go, Karen.
I was going to say third game against the Rebels in the space of what, 2 months? So they're not strangers to you guys.
No, that's right. We had them in the trial and then round one, and then obviously now. So yeah, it's always a good game against Rebels. They've obviously got the wood over us a few times in Super Rugby now. So last 3 or 4 games. So it's a big game for us, and we're looking forward to hopefully getting the result we need.
Does that play on the mind at all? I think it is 3 Super Rugby games in a row that they do have on you. Does that light the fire a little bit more this time, or you were just as desperate in round one sort of thing?
I guess a little bit, but knowing that the Australian games are massive, especially because we want to top the pool and later on in the season. So yeah, the home games are big for us, especially these ones against Aussie teams. We've got Rebels, Tars, Reds, so these next 3 weeks is a big part of our season.
What happened at the breakdown last week? Like you talked about the turnovers and stuff like that. Is that a consequence of trying to play an attacking game and spreading things wide, or was it something else? I
think the balance wasn't quite there. I mean, we want to play this sort of attacking rugby, but we just lacked that balance of instead of clearing, sort of held the ball for too long. Urgency at the breakdown wasn't good enough, and it really sort of hurt us against the Hurricanes on the weekend.
They also kicked in behind you and turned you around and sort of dared you to play out of your own half. The Rebels will sort of take that same approach. Have you spoken how to, I guess, get that balance better there? Yeah,
just awareness. I mean, round one, they were the same. They kicked a lot of the ball, got a good chase line. I'm guessing they'll do the same on Friday night down there. So it's about having that balance in our game, knowing when to play in our half, and knowing when to just put it in the corner and get that balance right.
I think the Hurricanes' first try came off Poe trying to just pass a little bit behind you. Talk a lot about that fearless approach. Is it hard to keep your head up after a moment like that, where either Poe's pass just doesn't hit the mark, or especially because you were involved in it? But is it easy to push it aside? I
mean, yeah, we've been trying to play this different sort of rugby and use our skills. So there's that balance there, like I said before, with either learning when to use it, sort of earning the right, maybe go through them first before we look to use our skills. But that was if the pass stuck, then I mean I was through a hole. So I mean the coaches have been telling us to back our skills, and another day it might have went to hand, like against the Chiefs. A lot of that stuff was going to hand. So I think we can't go back into our shells, but just keep cracking at it, and it'll come off.
Talked a lot about things you need to improve on out of last week, but what about round one against the Rebels? Where did they get you that perhaps you have to work on this week? Yeah,
it was definitely the kicking game. They got world-class halves combination there. They put the ball in behind us, and over the last 2 or 3 weeks they sort of struggled exiting our half. So they're the things we've been working on, and we'll have to do well this Friday night.
What about depth issues? Carts comes back into the mix this week, but does it keep everyone on their toes, knowing that Dan could rotate you out at any sort of minute? Yeah, look, I'm not sure. He hasn't named the squad, the team yet, but it's good. It's good to have depth in the team, and it is a squad effort. So the stronger that 33-man squad is, pushing week in, week out the starters or the boys on the bench, it's only a good thing for us to have. Adding guys like Adam Coleman and Reece Hodge back in, who didn't play round one against you guys, huge for them, isn't it? Yeah, obviously both Wallabies, talented players, so that's a boost for them, and we're going to have to step up.